Welcome to our Tech Help demo, where we will be taking a detailed look at the newest version of the Sync 3 system, as found in most new Ford and Lincoln products. We will be covering all the features of the Sync 3 system, and feel free to skip around to any parts that are of particular interest to you. Let's get started. Throughout the video, we will be bouncing between the 2017 Lincoln MKC and MKZ, but be aware that this is exactly the same system as you will find in Fords, just with a different color scheme. The first thing you will notice about the Sync 3 system is how much faster it is than the My Ford Touch. That system used to lag severely behind what you were touching, which made it pretty distracting. This new system, however, is very speedy. The touch responsiveness is also very good, and it's one of the best I've experienced. The first thing we are going to look at is the home screen. At the top you have the home button, inside temp and time, and outside temp. Below that you have 3 widgets which you can select to go into the full functionality. Heading into audio, you have controls for the standard Bluetooth streaming. You can play, pause, and skip songs from this screen. Let me turn that fan down a bit. At the top you can switch between other sources, including audio apps that you may have downloaded like Spotify. In the radio you have nice metadata and presets that go across the bottom. In the XM, you can search stations by genre. Clicking on Spotify, you'll see that it loads up very fast, and it doesn't require that you operate your phone like some of the competitors do. Next, we will head into phone. In here, there are many functions like recent calls. As you can see, scrolling is very responsive, and it can be done a variety of different ways. Your contacts automatically sync over from your connected smartphone. You can also type a letter to quickly find one. Another nice feature is text message support. You can click this to have it read aloud.
Thanks for watching this review on the 2017 Lincoln MKC Select. Please like and subscribe for more detailed automotive content.
You can also reply with a list of pre-made quick messages. Just select the message you want and hit send. Next, we will check out the navigation. In here you will find a crisply rendered map interface that allows you to scroll around easily. You can also pinch to zoom like you would on a smartphone. Setting a destination can be done manually, or you can use voice commands.
Please say a command.
Find an address.
In Kentucky, please say the street address including the city. To search in another state, say change state.
3100 Hemingway Lane, Lexington.
When ready, press the voice button and then say set as destination, or say change something.
Set as destination.
Setting destination.
Overall, the commands work pretty good, but the system doesn't allow you to say things like navigate to this address in one string. There are also points of interest shortcuts you can click on.
Please proceed to the highlighted route, and then the route guidance will start.
The controls at the bottom collapse to give you a bigger screen. When navigating, you have several controls, such as what screen layout you want. The next thing we're going to look at is the apps. In here you have apps from Ford and also some apps from XM Satellite Radio. While these apps do run through XM Radio, they are not something you have to pay for. If you have integrated navigation, you get them free for 5 years. Probably one of the most useful apps is the fuel prices, which finds you the cheapest thing close to you. There is also weather info, which can give you current and future forecasts. You can also see a live weather map. I'm not sure if every model allows for it, but in our Lincolns you can adjust all of the climate functions through the screen. This is simple and works nicely. Finally, we will look at the settings. You can make adjustments to your audio system's characteristics through here. You've got some clock settings. In Bluetooth, you can add or delete devices. Phone has a considerable list of settings. You can change things like what ringtone you want to play when you get a call or a text. Navigation also has plenty of functions. One thing you can do is turn on certain points of interest to be marked on the map as you drive. In here are the settings for the apps that run through your phone. There are a lot more apps than what is showing because I don't have the others installed on my phone. These apps work on both Android and iPhone, though with the iPhone you have to connect via USB instead of Bluetooth with Android. And speaking of Android and Apple, the 2017 Sync system comes supporting both Apple Carplay and Android Auto. Even though the Sync 3 system is quite good, it is nice to have the option of using an interface that resembles what you are used to on your phone. Both systems work by connecting your phone via Bluetooth and USB. For Android Auto, your phone needs to be running at least Android 5.0 Lollipop, and you need to have the free Android Auto app installed on your phone. Once inside, you will see a simple interface that allows you to seamlessly move between navigation, phone, home, and music applications. We also have an in-depth look at the Android Auto system, so if you want to check that out, a link will be in the description. Apple CarPlay works mostly the same way. It will work with iPhone 5 or newer. The home page is populated with apps that you can move between. And you can activate Siri just like you can on your phone. Both CarPlay and Android Auto work quite fast. Now back in the settings, you will find a hodgepodge of stuff in the general settings. You can also set the sync system to automatically update. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. One neat thing that you have on the next page is 911 Assist. This will call emergency services in the event of a crash, and call up to 2 emergency contacts as well. Now I'm sure Wi-Fi has probably caught your attention, but this is not the 4G hotspot some of the rivals have. This is actually the place where you connect the car to available networks, so that things like the auto update feature can work while the car is in the garage overnight. Display does exactly what you would expect, although curiously there is no contrast adjustment which most manufacturers provide. There is even a neat valet mode to lock people out of your personal info that might be on the system. Finally, the last thing I'm going to look at is the ambient lighting. Again, not every vehicle will have this, but it's still pretty cool. Well, that pretty much concludes the Sync 3 tutorial. We hope you found this useful, and we encourage you to check out some of our other automotive content by subscribing to Car Confections. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.